Ladies and gentlemen, can you all please stand for the bride?
Ayo, ayo.
Now, who brings this bride to be married here today?
Brother Edgar.
Let's give her a hug if you would. You give him a bro hug over here. Stand in front of each other. Okay, so let me get you a little bit closer to him, and then you guys take a step towards the curtains. Perfect. Give him a hand to hold. Perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated. Edgar and Anush, welcome to Love Story Chapel. You are in here today to be joined in matrimony. Now, it is not a commitment to be taken lightly, never ill-advised. You always enter marriage discreetly and soberly, which means you are aware you're about to be married, correct?
Yes.
All right, double check. It's Las Vegas. We always got to ask that question. Now, marriage is indeed one of the most beautiful things in the world a couple chooses to participate in. Congratulations to the both of you for making that choice today. With that being said, I'm here to let you know that this marriage will be one of the firmest of foundations you could have asked for real growth and fulfillment in this long life together. I'm also here to let you know that marriage is probably going to be one of the most incredible adventures you've ever taken, and you're going to be lucky enough to take that with your true love. But the most important thing I'm going to tell you is that marriage is, it always will be, your responsibility. And that is where my job starts. As your minister, I got to make sure you understand what you're getting into. And what this means is that from this day forward, you promise to take care of each other. You promise to be there for one another. You promise to love each other. Now, best part about that list, probably already do that 3 things right now, right?
Yep.
Right. How long y'all been together for?
Over 5 years.
5 years. That's at the about time wedding mark. So we're all glad you're here. But all that means is you've had plenty of practice. You're pros at this.
Yep.
But I'm still going to mention this to you because the reality is, whether you've been married or you've been together for 5 days or 5 years, marriage can be a tough job sometimes. Definitely moments where it feels like a big responsibility, but that is how it's supposed to feel. This is one of the many clever ways marriage keeps you in line throughout your years together by consistently reminding you that anything that's worth anything in this world is going to be worth the effort. So don't let that feeling discourage you. Instead, whenever you feel this weight, focus on the fact that there are many responsibilities you take on throughout your whole life. If you make a long list of all of those, this marriage sits right on top. Because this is going to bring you both the most rewards. This is going to bring you both the greatest love. And when you put all those efforts into it, it is the one with the best ending. So trust me when I tell you, this is always worth all your efforts. Now, in a moment, you will recite vows. You will exchange rings. You will give each other a kiss. And off into the neon sunset you go, officially married. You guys ready for that?
Yes.
Indeed. Is everybody else here ready for that? That sounds like 5 years. That sounds like 5 years they've been waiting for that. Now, vows are the declarations of love you make. This is like your verbal promise of the heart. And the ring is what seals that promise. We don't have a ring today, so I'm going to hold these flowers. And take the ring you have and place it into the palm of your own right hand. There you go. I want you to look at these before you place them on there. Those are your symbols. Symbols of your love, symbols of this marriage, symbols of commitment itself. It's the wedding ring. It's on your hand. They understand. People will recognize it. But that's not why it's there. That ring you're holding really wasn't created to communicate to anybody else but you. It is specifically there to remind you about who you love, to remind you about who you married, most importantly, to remind you about this moment. But the best part about that ring is that it's easy enough to be with you to remind you about it every day. So let it do its job. When you see that ring, let it bring you right back to this moment, back to all the words you're about to say. Now, Edgar, I have a question for you. Do you take Anush to be your lawfully wedded wife to have and to hold from this day on, for rich or for poor, in sickness and in health, to love, honor, and cherish her as long as you both shall live?
As long as.
You want one job?
Alright, so now you're gonna take that ring and place it on her left hand. And as you do, look at her and say, with this ring,
With this ring,
I choose you.
I choose you.
With equal love,
With equal love.
as a mirror
As a mirror.
for your true self.
For your true self.
I give you all my love
I give you all my love.
and devotion
And devotion.
forever
Forever.
and ever.
And.
There we go. 2 lovers are always better than 1 acre. That's my free lesson. Give that ring a kiss. Seal it with some love.
Yeah.
Another one. Another one. Slower, Edgar. Everybody needs that picture. Now, you take Edgar to be your lawfully wedded husband, to have and to hold from this day on, for richer, for poor, in sickness and in health, to love him, honor him, and cherish him as long as you both shall live.
I do.
Place that ring on his left hand. Look at him and say, with this ring,
With this ring,
I choose you.
I choose you.
With equal love,
With equal love,
as a mirror
as a mirror
for your true self.
for your true self.
I give you all my love
I give you all my love
and devotion
and devotion
forever
forever
and ever.
and ever.
There we go. We made it easier for you, Edgar.
Ayo.
Holding hands, facing each other. See, right where you're like, you should get a little closer to him. This is the good part. You want to be closer to this next part, all
I
right?
mean, he should be close.
I want you to get in the middle, a little closer to her. Edgar. There we go, right there. Perfect. Now, from here on out, I hope every day continues to strengthen and deepen the bond that you've just formed. And I hope that that bond stays full of tenderness and grace, because your connection deserves that respect. The most important thing is to always work hard every day to meet this promise you made with the exact same love that brought you together in the first place.
And ever.
And so, having committed to each other in front of all these witnesses with a declaration of vows and an exchange of ring, and with the power vested in me by the state of Nevada, it gives me great pleasure to let you know that November 30th is your new anniversary. Don't forget that date, Edgar. I happily pronounce you married, and now you may officially kiss as husband and wife. Look at each other from the side. Look at her, look at
No, it was walking down. What was it? Walking down 15. At a total of.